Jen Raby, and I'm so glad you're here. You made it. It's day one of your Feel Great 5-day challenge of Pilates mat moves. So today we're focusing on core strength. All you need is a mat. Grab some water and let's get started. So come onto your back and roll on down there. Oh, feels good. And feet are hip width apart. Take a moment, just close your eyes, ground yourself on your mat, take your hands on your rib cage and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale, breath through the mouth. And as you do that again, on the inhale, feel your ribs really fill up into your hands as you inhale. And exhale, feel them join together. On the exhale, those intercostal muscles, just gently pull them down and together. And try that again. Inhale, filling up. And exhale, down and together. And they also feel a sensation of heaviness on the back of your body towards the mat. One more time, it's like you're filling up the sides of a balloon on the inhale. And exhale, you deflate that balloon on the exhale. Nice. So keep your ribs gently joined together, and then just slide your hands a little lower towards your belly button. And on the next inhale, same situation. You're going to breathe deep and wide. But this time on the exhale, not only are the ribs joining together, but I want you guys to feel like your abdominals are moving away from your hands towards your spine. So that's that low transversus, deep, wide abdominal muscle that we use all the time in Pilates. So try that again. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, ribs come together, and you feel that nice tightening compression of your low stomach as the hands move away, or your abdominals rather move away from your hands. See, I told you I'm not perfect. All right, so one more like this. We pull it all together. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, ribs draw down and together, and you feel your abdominals move away from your hand towards your spine. Nice job. So keep that nice contracted abdominal wall, and then this time just start to rock your pelvis forward and back. Your hips are still down, and we're just going to these two extreme movements. It's a pelvic tilt, it's a pelvic curl, and what we want to achieve in Pilates is a neutral spine and pelvis, and that's going to be between those two extreme points where you feel balance through your pelvis. So these two bony points that you might feel on top of your hips, they're called the ASIS. They're in alignment with your pubic bone, and depending on your body, you should have a little bit of space under your low back, but no worries if you don't. So that's what we're aiming for. Now, if neutral spine, which is the most natural, balanced, shock absorbent position for your spine and pelvis to be in, if that doesn't work for you, we do what's called imprint. And imprinted, if you can imagine, you're just lengthening your low back onto the mat as if you were stamping it into a bed of sand. That's your imprint, and that builds strength, especially when we do things with our legs off the mat, so that eventually you can do things in neutral that might cause you some strain or pain right now, so we can build you up, not break you down, okay? So you'll have the choice today to do either imprinted, stamping your spine on the mat, or neutral, natural, that little hands width of space underneath your low back. So just listen to your body. All right, so with that, we are going to take an inhale, prepare. And then on the exhale in your neutral or your imprinted spine, bring one leg to tabletop, that's a knee over the hip, at a 90-degree angle, best you can, and then the other one. Oh, here we go. I can feel my abs already. So then we just challenge our core. Take a nice inhale as you lower that leg forward, whichever one you want to start with, and then exhale, really think of your abdominal wall lifting that leg bone up. And we go. We switch sides, and we have 10. And if you forget when to breathe, don't worry about it. Just the most important thing I always tell my clients, and I'm telling you guys now, is just don't hold your breath. Because the more you breathe, it just sends nice oxygenated blood through the body, and you really increase your core work. And last two, keeping that leg fixed at 90. And by the way, your height how low you're going with your moving leg is just as low as you can maintain your neutral or imprint. You always want to be working in a pain-free zone not a strain zone, right? So we want to feel good. All right, and let's do one more each side. Breathing, and one. Nicely done. Give yourself a nice quick hug. Always nice to hug yourself. Okie dokie. Come back to that tabletop. Arms now really strong on the mat. Collarbone is wide. Shoulder blades down your back. And now we'll challenge our waist muscles a little bit. So take an inhale. Keep your legs the same 90-degree shape. Just rock them to one side. Now you want to think about equal length of each side of your waistline. What tends to happen in this position is one side will shorten. So you're using what I call that rib to hip connection, almost like glue, equally both sides to support you in this position. Now really recruit that top side of your hip to rewrite yourself back to your start position. And then we alternate sides. We just tilt, everything stays the same. The shoulders are on the mat, and we use our exhale to rewrite ourselves with that outside hip. And let's flow. We go for 8. Good, and come on up. Now, keep moving. If you want more, you can, as you tilt, you can straighten your legs. Just watch the length of your waistline, and then you can bend them, come back to center. So you always want to work towards success. Really build yourself up so you get the best workout possible. Really listening to your body, feeling good, smiling, just trying to distract you, right? And do a few more. Yeah. And we inhale, tilt. Exhale, rewrite that top side of your waistline. Other side, and extend, or just keep them bent. No problem. They're both great. And tilt and center and tilt and center. Amazing. Give yourself another quick hug. You can roll your low back around one way, the other way. Good. And now this time, one foot down, then the other. Hands by your side again. Do a quick elevation of the scapula, the shoulder blades, and then on the exhale, draw them down. Good. So you want to feel that heaviness under the armpits, what I call. That's that lat connection that really stabilizes the shoulders that we use all the time in Pilates. So from here, keeping that reach of your fingertips towards your feet, shoulders open, neutral spine. Just take a breath in, nod your chin gently like you have a little tennis ball under your chin. Keep that, and then you reach your shoulder blades down your back and just lift your chest up. Now in this position, you've got some options. You can take one hand or both to support your head and your neck, elbows in your peripheral side vision, and then check out your pelvis once you came up. Did you tilt and rock? We want to try to keep that line open in the hip flexors, okay? So we give all the love to our core, right? So let's flow, gang. Here we go. We go down. We almost touch, and we come back up. It's up to you. One hand, two hands by your side, or two hands or one behind your head. You always want to do the best version for yourself that works for your body. Exhale, and we flow, and we go for last 5. Good, how you doing? And 4, warming up that core. And 3, really folding from the breastbone down towards my hips. Good. Now in this last one, let's stay up and do little pulses, so just nothing changes. I'm still working for my stomach. Again, support head and neck. I always like to tell my clients that head and neck just come along for the ride, that the main event is the core, and also the back line of the body helps to propel you upward and go. And it's, well, I know we did more than 5, but it's okay. One more, just hold it. Good, and then come all the way down. Amazing, and now we're gonna do the full roll up. So this feels nice on the back of the legs and the spine as you work your core. So just take a moment, stretch yourself really long. Fingers back, feet forward. It feels good. Now start to stabilize the shoulders, draw them down your back, flex your feet, anchor your legs super heavy, nod the chin, and now take an inhale. Here we go. Exhale, use that breath. Curl yourself up, heavy your legs. Come all the way over. Yeah, and get that stretch. Now, can you pull your ribs and belly in a little more as you start to roll the low back down, bone by bone. You're rolling away from your thighs, all the way back down onto the mat to where you started. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, breath to the core. Now this is, I know it's challenging to get that lift. So modifications as we roll down, here we go. On the next one, maybe you bend your knees, and you know what? If you can only come up to here, that's totally fine. Or you can use your legs as anchors and hook your hands behind your thighs to give yourself a little bit of support. But just work to your ability, again, what feels like strength work, not strained. Good. And again, I'm going back to the fold. Stick with whatever variation you want. They're all amazing. And we go. Reach. Good. Pull the belly in. It's like someone poked you in the belly button. You react by pulling your abs in. You roll down bone by bone. And ready. Set your shoulders down your back. Use your lat muscles, your back and your stomach as you roll. Reach. And then you really recruit your abdominals. You pull your belly in. You go all the way back. Good. And come on up again. One more. Good. And all the way down. And this time we stay down. And we go into the one leg circle. So options. Knees can be bent. It looks like this. Inhale. Circle the leg bone in towards yourself and then out away from yourself. The full exercise, straight legs, and then we go inhale, exhale. Okay, so pick whichever version works for you. No problem if the leg can't be totally straight. You can keep a soft bend in the knee as well. And we flow. We use our exhale breath to catch the leg as it's out away from the center line of our body. And think about when you're doing this move, you're really keeping everything strong and stable with that opposite hip, that rib to hip connection. And one more, and one, and then we just reverse. So now we go out, catch it with your core, come in, and hop. So my opposite leg is also super grounded and heavy to the mat. My collarbone open, my arms are strong, good. And last one right here, and done. Bend that knee, place the foot down, we switch it out. You can do bent or straight. Good, this leg's a little tighter for me. I'm gonna keep a soft bend as we inhale through center line, exhale. So again, the circle does not need to be super big. It's just as big as your opposite hip stays still. Good. Sometimes it's nice to take your fingertips to the top of your hip bones, just kind of see where they are in space. Last time this direction. Yeah, and reverse, and you go. You can imagine you have 2 little cups of water on those hip bones and you do not want them to spill. We work on pelvic stability by building our core strength. And it's 3. Inhale, exhale, catch your leg, 2, and 1. Really nice. Take a little breather. So from here, we're just going to take hold of the back of one of our thighs to help pull ourselves up. And then we sit up now. We get a little rotation through our upper spine, which is really great if you've been on a screen all day. It helps to release the low back a little bit to get some mobility in your thoracic spine. So feet, again, are about hip width, maybe slightly wider. I'm trying to sit up as tall as I can on my sits bones, those bony points right under my glutes. And I have a soft bend in my knees because that helps release my hamstrings and my low back a little bit, so I'm able to sit up taller. If you have that flexibility, you can stay straight or keep them bent. It's up to you. All right, arms out to a T, grow super tall, head up, tail down. And now I'm just going to bend my left elbow as I rotate towards you guys. Hello. And then I'm going to come back out to a T. Okay? So let's inhale, grow tall. Exhale. Now we're going to stay here and do 3 little rows. 3. Get taller. 2. 1. Really good. And center. Other side. We go 3. And 2. And 1. Other side, and go. 3 and 2. Try to get taller. Imagine your spine fluffing up in between each vertebra. 3 and 2 and 1. Few more. Here we go. It's 3. Taller. 2 and 1. Good. Feel those shoulder blades heavy down your back. 3. Exhale. 2 and 1. One more each side. We go. It's 3. It's taller and good. Last side. It's 3. It's 2. It's 1. Really nice. Now hands under your thighs. We're back to legs together. Now this one's super fun. It takes a few to get them, but they're worth it. So what you want to do is called rolling like a ball. One leg to tabletop. I'm sitting right behind my sits bones. I'm already prepared with my abdominal wall. Ribs hug in. The other leg to tabletop. So just give it a little test run. Test the waters. So what we're doing is we're just slowly, I like to inhale back, and I just roll to my shoulder blades almost. And then I'm going to use my exhale to get me back up to my sits bones. Good. Imagine you're hugging a little beach ball in between your rib and your hip as you do the work. Good. And we inhale. Good. It takes a few to get them. Try to prevent momentum from bringing you up and down by swinging your legs. Just fix them right over your hips. Good. You're doing it. And it's last 3. Inhale. Breath, exhale. Shoulders down. And 2. Pick a gaze. Eye level forward. And 1. Now we're going to come up in balance. Hold. Extend your legs. A little teaser action. Try not to feel any pain or that you're sitting in your low back. Get some nice length through your mid back to the crown of your head. If you need to keep your knees bent, that's fine. We're only here for 3 and 2. Maybe you let go. Maybe not. And 1. Good. Now we slowly just bring 2 hands out to the outside of one knee. Pull your belly and start to roll back. Your opposite leg goes forward, and we go into our single leg stretch. And you compress the abs. And I'm really, again, you can use that one hand to support the head, but we've got that back line of the body helping to support us as well as the whole abdominal walls. We reach the leg long. Good. And the quads are engaged as you reach. Do 1 more. And 1. Now extend your left leg or whichever leg. It doesn't really matter. Hands behind the thigh and scissors. So we pull, pull, switch. Switch. Good. Again, hand to the head if you need it. You can even lay down. Knees can be bent. Work to your level. They're all good. Exhale. Good. Switch. Switch. The more audible breath you have in Pilates, the more it lights up your core. It really heats it up and strengthens it. You're doing it for 3. And 2. Good. 1 more. And 1. Awesome. Now, lay down. We go into double leg stretch. So, nod the chin. Hands to your side. It's an inhale here. By the way, feet can be down if you need them to. All right, I'm going to show in tabletop. Scoop up. Now we're going to reach our arms and legs behind us and then out and around. We're almost done. So we go. It's like you're taking a big sombrero off your head and back down. Good. Exhale. Modify your leg height. They go higher if low back is arching for 2. Good. 1 more. And 1 last one. This time hands to the back of the head and we go into our obliques. So we turn opposite rib to hip bone. Easy on the neck and switch. Good. If this is too much, we have the modifications of feet on the mat and just rotate to opposite side, or you can just stay tabletop and take out that opposite leg extension. Okay, so here we go. Pick your level for last 5. And 5, 4, yes you can, and 4, and 3. Twist from the ribs. Breathe to the side you're turning to. 1 more. 1. Good. Hug. Legs up. Hands under your glutes. Okay. Last one. Lower and lift. So we're going to point the toes, lower, squeeze your glutes, make your legs really strong. Flex the feet, anchor your hips, and then do a little reverse curl. Little butt jump, I call them. Again, knees can stay bent for this, completely fine. I'll show it. It's just an arc down like we did in the beginning, and then a little reverse curl. Good? All right, we've got 8. Here we go. 8. Now when those legs come down, really try to focus on contracting the whole abdominal wall. Keep your collarbone open. Good. And breathe. And lift. You can play around with the breath pattern. Exhale on the down. Inhale to come up. Now, it's up to you. I like them both. And you can exhale, inhale down, or inhale down, pull the belly in. That's even harder, I think. And good. Keep going for 2. We're doing it. 1 more. 1 and done. Final leg circles. Just open the hips up. Feels good. Again, knees can be bent. That feels good too. Whichever feels best for your body. Watch the low back, no arching. Breathe, smooth it all out. 1 more this direction and reverse. Exhale. So really quieting the mind, quieting the nervous system. You showed up, and that's enough. You did the best you can do, and that's awesome. And last one, give yourself a big hug, well-deserved hug. Good, and turn to your side. Come onto hands and knees. Do 1 child's pose, knees wide, collarbone wide, hands shoulder width, head grounded on the mat. Shake your head yes and no. Breathe into the back and side of your ribs and your lungs. Let it go. And then roll up, come to 1 foot, then the other, feet under hips, hip width apart. Pull your pelvic floor and your abdominal wall in, and let's rebuild our spine bone by bone from bottom to top until we're all the way back up. We reach high to the sky. Yes, we did it. Big open chest. Pull your arms down by your sides. And my friends, you made it. Day 1, check. Tomorrow, check your inbox. You've got Reformer on the mat. We take the most popular piece of Pilates equipment to the mat. So you won't need the Reformer. You'll just need me, and I'll tell you what to do. Easy. All right, thank you so much for coming. It's been fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day 2. Bye.